Once upon a time, in Obodo town, there lived a beautiful lady called Rose. She was vibrant and energetic, always happy. Most men that encountered her just got smitten by her looks, but deep down, Rose was afraid to fall in love with any of the men who swung round her like bees attracted to nectar in flowers. Her last relationship with Loveday was so perfect till she submitted herself to him only for him to start staying away subtly. When she tried to find out the reason, he had given her an excuse of being too busy. As a decent lady, she respected herself. She let him be. Only for Loveday's bosom friend to tell her one day as she went to watch a football match that Loveday had broken the relationship because she was wide down there. It was only once she had intimacy with him, but it was a disaster as he had complained that he was having headache and couldn't continue again. She thought it was just a sickness that just occurred, but she never knew it was because he was not satisfied. At least he would have told her so she could find a way out, but he kept quiet. Maybe he didn't want to hurt her feelings. This event, learning that from Loveday's friend, had tempered with her self-esteem and had made her not to give any man another chance, though she fancied few of her admirers like okay. I don't want him to run away like Loveday did, she muttered. Her friend Mesoma just married recently to her beau, and she wasn't half as beautiful as she is and is constantly telling her to give love a chance. Mr. and Mrs. Kevin, her parents, just had a talk with her last night to pick a life partner as men were coming to them to ask her hand in marriage since she was not giving them any good response. As she went to pick the shea butter seeds one morning, she met another lady called Sandra, who was older. She was a lovely lady and she was already married. She was very friendly to her. Sandra jokingly teased her about Loveday. She asked her, what happened to your relationship with Loveday? She had the guts and courage to tell Sandra that day. Sandra looked shocked. That's not enough to leave. Well, if that's the reason, never mind. A good man will come your way who will love you and be just right for you. Sandra quickly changed the topic and asked her about her shea butter business, and they discussed the business, for they did the same shea butter business, and they departed. One sunny Sunday at the church, she prayed to God to guide her and help her, especially regarding her down below. She had made up her mind to try again and would only allow her husband touch her intimately. As she got closer home that day, she saw strange faces in their compound. They had drinks, kola nuts and yams. Here she is, her father said, smiling. Rose, welcome. Our in-laws are here. Quick, come and greet them. She did and went in with her mother. Her mother told her their purpose, that they wanted her hand in marriage. She looked, lo, it was okay, and his parents. Okay, that she had secretly admired. Okay was a merchant in the north who was an exporter of sesame seeds and ginger. He also dealt with shea butter at times. He was a comfortable and good-looking man. She met him in her shop one day when he came to buy shea butter from her. He never talked to her, but she had great respect for him. She became fearful. What if he wants me before the wedding night? What if he leaves after the wedding night? That night, she could not sleep. She was on her bed thinking. 2 days later, the young man, okay, came to her shop and proposed to her. He said, Angel, I am not a man of many words. I am a practical man. Marry me, let's start a family. I love you. Without much ado, she gave him consent. They embraced and he fixed the wedding in a week. Within a week, he said, the wedding will be done. The next week will be our honeymoon in Obudu Cattle Ranch. She went home and told her parents, and they were proud of her and began the preparations as custom demanded. The wedding took place and they went to their honeymoon in beautiful Obudu Cattle Ranch in Nigeria. And they got intimate that night. And as it happened, fear gripped her, but she observed no difference in his attitude towards her. And after the deed, Okay was just happy. As they visited lovely sites in the ranch, they talked and planned their future together. Then Okay felt something within him. He told her that the reason he wasn't married despite his riches was because of the heartbreak Ugoma, his ex, whom he trained in the university, gave to him. She had rejected this marriage proposal, saying he was a 1-minute man. She told Rose all this, and tears dripped from Rose's eyes. Oh, human being are so ungrateful. You trained her in the university, and after graduation, she told you you're a 1-minute man. She could have told you all this at least before she graduated. Well, she said, it's all to God's glory. Here I am today as your wife. Tears dropped from her eyes as she reminisced on her own ordeal. Okay told her not to cry, that he later discovered that she was pregnant in school for her classmates while she was deceiving him and collecting his money. He had traveled to China on a business trip where he spent 6 months, not knowing that while he was away, she was busy frolicking with her student boyfriend. So, few months after she told him that, he was still worried to her school to try and talk to her to reconsider her stand, only to find her pregnant already. I mean, heavily pregnant in school. When she saw him, she was with her boyfriend with a protruding stomach. She tried to cover her face with her bag, but it was too late. I found out the truth and left her for good with a promise to not marry. with a promise to abstain from sex before marriage. At that instant, Rose told him about her painful experience with Loveday and how he had called her wide with nothing inside. Oke smiled and assured her that that wasn't true, but rather she was a sweet girl. They enjoyed their marriage and they lived happily after. After 3 years, Ugoma called Oke's line asking for forgiveness and another chance, telling him that the student's boyfriend didn't marry her after all because he said he didn't trust her. Loveday married Rosie's friend, Aggie, but Aggie always fought him, calling him names. He said he was tired, that she should please talk to Aggie, for Aggie was Rosie's friend. That was when he dawned on Rose that Loveday was a two-timer and a liar, and that Aggie was evil, for she knew how much she loved Loveday, yet she was secretly dating Loveday. Loveday apologized for his wrongdoing to Rose. Rose smiled, forgave him, but didn't speak to him nor Aggie again. The moral of this story is that as human, we face self-doubt, trust issues, and relationship issues as well. The story highlights the significance of forgiveness, personal growth, and the consequences of one's action. At the end, you can see that Rose found happiness with Oke and forgot all her painful past. Some key takeaways: don't let others define your self-worth. Communication and honesty are essential in relationships. Forgive and move forward for personal growth. True love sees beyond physical appearances. Thank you for watching my channel. Like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories. Thank you.